Hello guys, welcome to a video of me, and today we are doing a late night wash day before I go back to college, which is probably not the best idea, but anyway, it doesn't really matter because we're only doing a SuperQuick 15, but I will be using 40 degrees, which will up it to 20 minutes, so basically a SuperQuick 20 we're going to use today. Basically, we've only got a small load here that just needs to freshen up really, so I don't really need to put it on a long wash. So that's why I thought I might as well just film another cycle just to keep you guys occupied before I will start doing even more cycles very, very soon. And a review of this coming up very soon, and also a review coming up of our new tumble dry heat pump basically as well. So let's turn it on. We're going to select SuperQuick 15. We're going to change it to 40 degrees, 1200 RPM, and I can only do silent wash. It still does this thing, which really annoys me. Yeah. Rinse, hold, no. Silent wash, no. Don't want that. Okay, just quickly restart it. So 40 degrees and 1200 RPM. So I'm gonna pop the clothes in. Should start to come up any second now because I've reset it. Sometimes that does help when I restart. Oh, there we are. There we go. See, I restarted it, so now it's working properly. Sometimes it just does this weird thing. Anyway, it don't matter. Okay, let's just make sure that I haven't forgotten anything else real quick. Funnily enough, we do have a bit of extra things just to quickly put in as well. Some of you might say, oh, you should have put some normal wash, but I don't only need to freshen up. They haven't hardly been used, so it's not a big issue. Oh, you are at max 2 kilograms, that's fine. Not a big issue. Just make sure all good. Yeah, you might not see, but once I put the light on, you will be able to see the display better. So let's just quickly put the detergent in. Gotta be quick because I've got to, the benefit I'm using this cycle is because I've got to take the dog out after this straight away. And then I've got to, I've got to take the dog out, then I've got to have a bath and go to bed. I've got to do this quite roughly, so that's why I've got to be quite quick. Okay, just add a bit more powder just quickly, just a little bit more. That should be fine. Right, Close the drawer. Press start. As soon as the light goes out and turn on, then I'll turn on the light, my LED light. Now, of course, this won't use any sort of, oh, there you go, you can see the display now. And obviously this won't use any type of load adjustment or anything because, well, it's super quick. But don't worry guys, this stuff is not like sold much at all, so there's no, this is only the second time I've used this cycle, so I don't use this a lot. This is mainly for, if I wasn't doing it if I was going to do this tomorrow, I would have put it on a mixed load, which would take an hour, but because I wanted to show you guys this cycle, I thought I might as well, you know. Now the wash level will be almost up to the door seal right there, so the wash level will go quite high, and because it will go a bit higher I think than normal, because it detects when I put the clothes in it was about 100%, so it will go a bit higher as well. That's the only sort of load adjustment it will do. It won't do a full-fledged load adjustment, but it will do. It will just rely on the thing when you put the clothes in, what it says on the display. That's what it will rely on. Now once it's filled up, it will do fairly good, oh there you go, washing. There we are. Not a bad level. Not a bad level at all. See, there's hardly anything in there, so it's not a big issue. It's not a full load either. Hope you guys are liking the new thumbnails I'm using as well, which I'm starting to use. Really liking this machine still, absolute amazing machine. It's gone through quite a few fairly unbalanced loads and it's absolute coped with it extremely well, I have to say. It'll drain at 10 minutes. It'll drain. It does a 10-minute wash. So 6 minutes to go. So much better to film than what the quick drive would be. Would be such a pain to film with the quick drive because of the ad wash. So that's another reason why I'm happy that I switched it over to the Bosch. even though that big Bosch logo, but that is, it actually doesn't really annoy me as much as I thought it would. It doesn't actually annoy me that much. I thought it was going to be really, really annoying, but it actually, as you can see, it's not that bad at all. Would have been nice if they didn't have it and just did have the plastic but didn't have the logo, but not a big problem. Yeah, hardly no pores at all. Yeah, very good, quite action there. Yeah, hardly any pores at all. Definitely the best machine I've had. Definitely. Now, if I wanted to rate it from, because I've had 4 machines now. If I were to rate it from worst to best, it would be Zanussi 3 kilogram, ZWC I think 1301 or something. That I would rate the worst because it was absolute crap. Couldn't hardly do anything in it because even when I tried to do my own washes in it, it just vibrated the house like very, very badly. Just had very bad vibration problems. Plus it had the door lock was playing up and the spider was, I think, going as well. So that, I'd say that's the worst. Second, the next one, which I think worse, was the quick drive, because, well, that as if you look on the video, which is the last, the final wash of the quick drive, then it will explain in the description, gives you the full story of why I got rid of it. So that was crap. Hotpoint WMFUG942, that wasn't too bad, but it was just got a bit boring, and it was just quite a basic machine, you could say. It was quite basic. And then the Bosch, which is the best. So the Hotpoint wasn't too bad because it didn't have any problems, but it was just boring, and it just got very, very boring. And the programs are very boring as well. This has so many different programs, literally, it's like, oh my god, and so many different options, up with the anti-stain system and all that. It's like, oh my god. But yeah, I'm very, very impressed with this machine. Very, very impressed. Now, if you're wondering, the dryer that we've got, we did have a Samsung, as you know, but it wasn't the matching one for our washer. And they've discontinued making the washer downstairs, so I thought I might as well get the matching Samsung. Now, before everyone goes, oh, I thought you hate Samsung now, why are you getting another Samsung? I'm like, well, I didn't buy it, first thing. My mum and dad did. They wanted the matching one. I said at the beginning, I was like, oh god, no, right? I said eventually I want to get rid of these as soon as possible. But we've got the dryer, and I am quite a little bit impressed with this one compared to the other one. It dries so much better. Even though the other one I cleaned like all the time, tried to clean the heat pump chamber out and everything, it still dried terribly. It took about it was all the time. It took about 2 cycles to actually get it dry, and sometimes 3, which is ridiculous. This one, if you put it on a cotton and dry level 3 on the optimal dry, it dries it, and then when you take it out, it's dry from first cycle. And it's so much easier to maintain because it's double filtered and it doesn't have that stupid sponge thing down below, which is brilliant. It doesn't come up with the clean heat pump chamber thing like all the time, which is good. And it doesn't, and it just dries so much better, and it looks so much better, and it's quieter as well because it has the digital inverter technology motor, which is brilliant. It should drain any second now. After this tumble, it should drain, I'm guessing. There we are. Was I right? Now, it will attempt to spin, but it's very, very sensitive. Unless it gets very, very good, it won't spin. It's very sensitive. Most likely, it won't spin, but we have to see, because it is quite a small load. No, that won't spin. It's about 2 attempts, or 1 attempt for timing. See, it says rinsing plus spinning. It will attempt to spin. But I don't know if it will. I don't think it will go on this attempt. See, no. Right, this is the last attempt it's going to do. It only does 2 attempts. No. Okay, well, it will just go on to first rinse now. It'll do a spin break. There we are. See? Only 2 attempts. It's only because it's on SuperQuick. And it has to be on timing. It has to be as quick as possible. Now the rinse level is up to about quite high. The rinse level is very high. You can't see, but the water does come down. Oh wow, that's pretty good action. It does sort of medium to fast tumbles on the rinses on SuperQuick. So does Dark Wash. Doesn't do slow. There we are, there's the rinse level coming up now. First machine I've had with no holes in the back. First Bosch I've had as well. There we are. Yeah, the rinses are quite short, but also it does turn and drain, so... I'll be very surprised if it does be able to spin. hopefully we can try and get it, hopefully it will try and spin. It would be cool if it does. It might. It would be nice if it does. Come on, spin that. Come on, surprise me, come on. Please spin that. You can easily do that. You've gone for much worse before. Oh my god, it is. Oh my god, that's the first time it's done an intermediate spin on SuperQuick. That's brilliant. See, I knew it did spin, but I didn't think it was going to spin this time. See, yeah, that was expected. Yeah, it was only going to be a quick. Yeah, that was expected. Looks like I've added so much softener, but it wasn't even like it wasn't even halfway. Shows you how much you can soften you can actually put in this thing, especially in my drawer. You can put so much conditioner in there, it's unbelievable. It wasn't even like, it was just below halfway. It's quite funny that German machines have like, German manufacturers have like the, they're obsessed with like having like the way it feels from like the door. Like Miele's and Bosch and Siemens, they're all like German and they feel from like the door. It's quite weird, isn't it? But they're all in the same country and they do like the similar thing. I've had no problems with the rinsing performance of this. Right, here we go. No, it won't spin that. It might do though because of time, but I'm not sure. No. And obviously it won't skip after 2 attempts on final spin, that would be silly. Obviously it gives it much more chances on final spin. Not sure how many, because it hasn't failed a spin. It hasn't failed a spin yet, so. It'll chug in a minute. Oh no. That's weird. Should chug. The water level in the pump is at a level where it should chug, but it's not. Bloody hell. Oh, this is going to be fun. It's annoying me it isn't chugging for some reason. It did chug the last wash, which I'd done about an hour ago. Now we're all of a sudden not chugging. And that's it. there you are. Oh, so it does it right at the end. you bugger. Right. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that. That's pretty annoyed me now. Oh, anyway, let's just open the door and take it out. There we go. Let's take the clothes out and just turn it off afterwards. It's not doing that weird noise anymore. I'm not sure if you picked it up in the last video, but it's making a sort of weird noise, and now it's just all of a sudden stopped, which is good, but quite weird. I guess because it was new. Yeah, that is very good possibility. I think it was the belt, but I think it was because it was new. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that, guys. If you did, please give it a like and subscribe, and more videos will be coming up very soon. So yeah, comment which cycle you really want to see next, and the review's coming up soon, which is good to be excited for. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.